The first reading is from the book of Isaiah, chapter 6, 1 through 8, and 9 through 13. In the year that King Uzziah died, I saw the Lord sitting on a throne, high and lofty, and the hem of his robe filled the temple. Seraphs were in attendance above him. Each had 6 wings. With 2 they covered their faces, and with 2 they covered their feet, and with 2 they flew. And one called to another and said, "Holy, holy, holy is the Lord of hosts. The whole earth is full of his glory." The pivots on the threshold shook at the voices of those who called, and the house filled with smoke. And I said, "Woe is me! I am lost, for I am a man of unclean lips, and I live among people of unclean lips. Yet my eyes have seen the King, the Lord of hosts." Then one of the seraphs flew to me, holding a live coal that had been taken from the altar with a pair of tongs. The seraph touched my mouth with it and said, "Now that this has touched your lips, your guilt has departed, and your sin is blotted out." Then I heard the voice of the Lord saying, "Whom shall I send, and who will go for us?" And I said, "Here I am, send me." And he said, "Go and say to this people, keep listening, but do not comprehend. Keep looking, but do not understand. Make the mind of this people dull and stop their ears and shut their eyes, so that they may not look with their eyes and listen with their ears and comprehend with their minds and turn and be healed." Then I said, "How long, Lord?" And he said, "Until cities lie waste without inhabitant, and houses without people, and land is utterly desolate, until the Lord sends everyone far away, and vast is the emptiness in the midst of the land. Even if a 10th part remains in it, it will be burned again, like a terebinth or an oak whose stump remains standing when it is felled. The holy see is its stump." The word of the Lord.
Psalm 138, found in your Book of Common Prayer, page 793. I will read to the asterisks. "I will give thanks to you, O Lord, with my whole heart.
Before the gods I will sing your praise.
I will bow down towards your holy temple and praise your name.
Because of your love and faithfulness.
For you have glorified your name.
And your word above all things.
When I called, you answered me.
You increased my strength within me.
All the kings of the earth will praise you, O Lord.
For they have heard the words of your mouth.
They will sing of the ways of the Lord. Though the Lord be high, he cares for the lowly.
He perceives the haughty from afar.
Though I walk in the midst of trouble, you keep me safe.
You stretch forth your hand against the spirit of my enemies. Your right hand shall save me.
The Lord will make good his purpose for me.
O Lord, the love endures forever. Do not abandon the works of your hands.
The second reading is from 1 Corinthians 15, 1 through 11. Now I should remind you, brothers and sisters, of the good news that I proclaimed to you, which you in turn received, and which you also stand, through which also you are being saved, if you hold firmly to the message that I proclaim to you, unless you have come to believe in vain. For I handed on to you as of first importance what I in turn had received, that Christ died for our sins in accordance with the Scriptures, and that he was buried, and that he was raised on the third day, and in accordance with the Scriptures, and that he appeared to Cephas, then to the 12. Then he appeared to more than 500 brothers and sisters at one time, most of whom are still alive, though some have died. Then he appeared to James, then to all the apostles. Last of all, as to someone untimely born, he appeared also to me. For I am the least of the apostles, unfit to be called an apostle, because I persecuted the church of God. But by the grace of God, I am what I am, and his grace towards me has not been in vain. On the contrary, I worked harder than any of them, though it was not I, but the grace of God that is with me. Whether then it was I or they, so proclaim, and so you have come to believe. The word of the Lord.
Thanks